Hi, this is Richard Martindale with Martindale Digital. I want to thank you for joining me on this live stream broadcast. At Martindale Digital, I help attorneys just like you go from a blank screen to attracting your ideal clients using digital marketing strategies, even if you don't have any prior experience or technological savvy. So stay tuned with me today while I explain to you what it means to be doing digital marketing for your law firm. Now, I got into digital marketing about 10 years ago when I was running my own firm here in Austin, and I was just frustrated. I was sitting at my desk. I wasn't sure exactly how the clients were going to come in, didn't know how I was going to pay the bills. You know, you might have been there, or you may be suffering through that right now with the coronavirus. But it's something over the last 10 years that I invested a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort into learning digital marketing from the standpoint of how to market a small business or a law firm online so that you can maximize your leverage. And as I've talked about over the last few days, using the one-to-many approach of leveraging the internet and these platforms like Google and Facebook and LinkedIn to market your law firm is exactly what digital marketing involves. And over the last 5 to 10 years, I've also worked under some of the top internet marketers in the world, and I understand exactly what it takes to market a law firm because I've done it myself for my own firms, and now I want to do it for you and want to show you exactly how to use some of these digital marketing strategies on today's episode. So let's dive right in to what is digital marketing. Now, when you think of online marketing, as attorneys, maybe you think of something like having a website, which is a start, or social media. But let me just share my screen with you, and we'll get into exactly some of the things that go along with digital marketing. So obviously, as you look right now, we've got a screenshot of Google up. And let me take down some of these banners here and things like that so you can see a little bit more of the screen. But basically, if you're thinking of your law firm, I always say you want to think of the big picture. So start by thinking about the big picture strategy of marketing your law firm online. And what are you trying to achieve? Do you want someone to call you on the phone? Do you want someone to book an appointment? What is the strategy that you want somebody to do? And then work backwards from there and figure out, what are the systems and processes you need to put in place in order to affect that action that you want people to take. So let's just look at, from a Google standpoint, if you're thinking about digital marketing, oftentimes you hear about having the right keywords and keyword searches and how Google algorithms work. And Google algorithms change all the time. So you need to think about that from the standpoint of, if somebody's promising you first position on Google or something like that, it's very hard to guarantee something like that because Google's changing all the time. And I've seen that in my 10 years of working in internet marketing. Google has the Panda and all the different changes and algorithm changes, and it'll affect search. So don't be paying somebody who's guaranteeing you that. Think about it and work through the strategies yourself so you can understand it and know if you're hiring an outside firm, you know what they're doing. But from a standpoint of Google, basically, let's just take a search. Let's take something very specific. So like motorcycle injury, and that pops up, motorcycle injury lawyer. So if you click on that, you'll see, first of all, there are paid advertisements that show up in Google. So you can see here on these 1, 2, 3, 4 listings, they all say ad. So that is one form of digital marketing for your law firm. You can basically pay Google through Google AdWords to place ads for you. And what Google basically does is is internal auction to basically auction off keywords. So like a motorcycle injury lawyer, these firms, and so this firm is thomasjhenrylaw.com, is winning the auction for that keyword and getting into the first position. So they've said will pay the most to be at the highest position. So from a digital marketing standpoint, maybe you're going to run ads to your firm, and maybe you want to target some specific things. So again, thinking about it from a big picture standpoint, if you are an estate attorney, or in this case, if you're a personal injury attorney, do you want to be a personal injury attorney that handles anything that just walks in the door? Or are you targeting motorcycle injuries, car accident injuries, 18-wheeler injuries, things like that? The more specified you can be in your picture of your marketing, the better you're going to be able to target the people who are searching for that online, and then will then find you, and you can create content around that. So let's just look at this from a standpoint of Thomas J. Henry Law, which is funny that they come up here because if you live in the Central Texas area, you probably see their ads or hear their ads on the radio if you're in your car multiple times a day. I hear Thomas J. Henry Law, and it's funny. So they're putting a lot of money into advertising, TV advertising, radio advertising, and obviously Google advertising. But from the standpoint of when they get to this ad, so if I was a person who had a motorcycle injury and looking for an attorney, I would then click on that link, and it would take me hopefully directly to their site. So let's look and see what it takes us to exactly. So very good. It takes us to a page that clearly says Austin Motorcycle Accident Attorneys. So it recognizes from my IP address and the search where I am. Google tells me, tells them this person's in Austin. And so they've created a page that specifically goes to what I'm searching for. And that's another strategy that you want to use in your digital marketing is if you're running paid advertising like Google, and I'm going to show you like Facebook, things like that, you want to have good, what I call landing pages, where if somebody clicks through an ad, they land on a page that indicates to them that they're clearly where they need to be. So I was searching for motorcycle accident attorney and ended up with motorcycle accident attorney page. So when you get here, you know that you're in the right place, that this is what you were searching for. And when looking at this, you want, if you're doing digital marketing for your law firm, you want the page that somebody lands on to have a clear call to action. So if you were looking at this page, there's a couple different options, so it could be clearer. One, they want you to call for a free case consultation. So they're basically giving you the option of calling. So they're putting a phone number up there, and they're telling you, hey, we're available 24/7. So you know that you can call even if you ran this search in the middle of the night. Or you can submit an online form. So it's good in regards of, there's clear action that they want you to take. A little bit of confusion. Do they want you to call the phone, or do they want you to submit the form? But overall, very clear call to action on what they want you to do. So that's good. From a digital marketing standpoint, anything online, think about from the standpoint of if somebody were to come to my website, for example, what is it that they want me to do? And if you're looking at your website or your landing pages where you want people to take action, a lot of firms just set up these pretty websites and there's no real clear action that they want you to take. But here you land on this landing page. It's not a home page for the website. It's something that's tied to this ad that gets people to take action. I bet if we click up here on the name, you can see that it's kind of highlighted the finger. So it'll take us right to a home page. So this is more like a home page for their website for Thomas J. Henry Law. So you look at this and you say, okay, if I were to just land on this page, it's a little more confusing. You can see there's all kinds of phone numbers up here. There's a contact us page up here. There's a search page. This is, it's a little bit more streamlined, but I would say from a digital marketing standpoint, it causes a little confusion as to what I'm supposed to do. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different potential clicking points there. You've got a form here. You've got all these phone numbers. You got to contact us. it's not really clear exactly on what you would want somebody to do. So I would say if you're thinking about your digital marketing strategies, think about the path that you want your potential clients to take and make that path very clear for them to walk down. So it was a little bit clearer when we were on the landing page. Hey, I was searching for a motorcycle injury accident attorney. I landed on a motorcycle accident page. I can either call this number or submit the form. That's a clear action step. Then when you call or submit the form, obviously you give them information about the case, and they would hopefully set you up for consultation and get you signed up as a client. So very clear steps. So think about that from the big picture standpoint. What is it I want somebody to do? And then structure your online digital marketing for your law firm around those potential paths. Then I also want you to look at, let's talk about Facebook. So Facebook, if you're on Facebook and this is, a Facebook feed, you can also see there's what are these called, these sponsored links. So again, that's an ad that's put into the Facebook feed. And then you have sponsored ads over here on the right. And you can do Facebook advertising. So from a digital marketing standpoint, that's another avenue of marketing your law firm online. So when you think about digital marketing for your law firm, there's Google, there's Facebook. We've talked about LinkedIn before as well. So all these sites, in addition to doing posting like this, so like this business is doing this post and then they've turned it into an ad, you can do posts on your page to keep people informed about what's going on at your law firm. But you can also use some of those posts or create specific ads that are going out to a targeted market. And so the more that you can be clear about who you're trying to target and what you want them to do, then that digital marketing plan and your digital marketing strategies would work around all of that. Because you're going to have different strategies if you want somebody to call on the phone or fill out a form than you would if you actually want them to walk into your office and have a face-to-face meeting. It's going to be a little bit different things that you're going to do. So your digital marketing has to adapt and work around those goals. Now, when you're talking about, so we've talked about kind of paid advertising on Facebook, paid advertising on Google, you have websites, landing pages, you have blogs. I didn't see, let's see if Thomas J. Henry, if they have like a blog. Okay, so like a blog, article, content marketing, YouTube, which we haven't discussed, is a way that you could put out videos. That's digital. Those are online. People could find your videos about particular subjects regarding your law firm and then have links back to your website or back to a landing page. All of that is digital marketing. So when you're thinking about digital marketing for your law firm, think about your overall plan. If you're writing articles or creating white papers, doing things like that you're creating in the process of your law firm anyway, how can you use that content to then make it digital, put it online, and then use it to attract clients who may be looking for those subject matters? And then when you attract them, like let's say to this, we've got COVID-19 articles, things like that. We're going to click and view more. Let's see, something like, okay, why would a personal injury, here's a blog post on a personal injury attorney in the Josh Hamilton case. So let's say the Josh Hamilton case must be a case people are searching for. If there's something online, news that you want to take advantage of and something that's trending online, you can create articles or videos around those posts or around that subject matter that people may already be searching for. And that gets back into our conversation from a couple days ago in the live stream broadcast when I said, put yourself in front of these congregations. So if there are people who are already out searching for Josh Hamilton and the Josh Hamilton case, as an example, then you put yourself in the stream of people who are already searching for that. And from a digital marketing standpoint, you're looking at those kind of trends. Obviously, coronavirus, a lot of people are creating content around coronavirus right now because everybody's searching for that. It's the hot topic. But from a digital marketing standpoint, think not only about your website. I mean, I know law firms, and it's almost kind of a pet peeve of mine that so many law firms, all they do is concentrate on their website and they neglect everything else and all the other avenues and strategies for digital marketing. So think about it from the standpoint of blogs, not only your blog, but can you post articles on other people's blogs where there are already traffic and people going to view and watch? Then drag that, you're basically attracting that clientele and that customer back to you. So think about from the standpoint of the strategies of, articles, podcasts, which we haven't even really talked about. But if you're already creating videos, why not use the audio and turn it into a podcast? So there's so many digital marketing strategies. But to take it back, you always have to think about from the standpoint of the big picture. What type of client do you want? What do you want them to do as far as how are you going to get them, either calling on the phone, coming in for an appointment, setting up a Zoom call, which a lot of people are using now since we can't have face-to-face meetings. But what is the strategy you want to get someone and the action that you want them to take? And then think about all of the assets like websites, landing pages, paid advertising, videos, podcasts, all those types of things that you can use and set up to then attract those clients and bring them in to your law firm. You may be a person who doesn't like being on video, so video might not be the option for you. As I say, you might have a face for a podcast, and a lot of people accuse me of that. But I'm on video. It's always not in my comfort zone, but it's something that I'm doing because it will get more people informed about what digital marketing is for law firms, and then hopefully attract them back in as clients. So to just kind of sum up for the day, I hope that this live stream has given you a little bit more context of what digital marketing is. I work in it every day as far as creating content, understanding what the trends are as far as what's new. Like you may not have even ever heard of TikTok or some of the different platforms that are coming out now that may not be a business standpoint, may not be up to being used for business yet. But I'm always researching, looking and seeing what's going to be the next trend in digital marketing, what's going to be the next Facebook, the next YouTube that can be used for business and will then allow law firms to be using it on a cutting edge strategy so that they can stay ahead of the game instead of being 4 or 5 years behind the ball. So I hope that's helped you to understand a little bit more about digital marketing for law firms, and also is giving you some ideas of maybe things that you can be doing differently, things that you can add to your digital marketing strategies so that you can carry it out and get more clients in for your law firm, because that's the goal. More clients, more revenues. That's all we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream broadcast. If you have enjoyed it, please do me a favor. And if you're watching it on Facebook, like our page, leave us a comment under the video, or maybe if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, drop me a comment, follow me, and we'd love to give you more information about how to use digital marketing for your law firm so you can grow and have more revenues and more clients without having to worry about all the technology. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.